Yo, how we doing? How's your week going? I am at Penarth, and I am down Penarth because around that corner, Llewellyn Point, is absolutely blown a gale, and I just wanted a bit of downtime, come out, chill out and try and catch a fish. I don't think I'm going to catch a fish, but I'm going to be out and I'm going to refresh myself, get my balance back, have a night off the rods and just chill out and see if I can catch a fish. I've done a bit of foraging, picked up a few crab off the beach, so I've just put out a whole squid about 40 yards on one and a couple of crab as far as I can go on the other rod. There's a little bit of tide, the tide just turned now, and yeah, hopefully we'll get a bite and maybe land a fish. I think there's an outside chance of a hound. I think more likely a small strap eel or something like that. I found over the years Penarth is generally fishing a lot better over low water. Years ago it was always predominantly a high water venue, but it's changed. And it's a wonderful beach. If you look around, there's gullies and banks and coral and weed and reefs and everything all the way up the beach, and it's full of food. I've been looking for crab, and there's eels and shrimp and worm, and there's stuff everywhere, but for some reason the fish don't seem to come through at high water much anymore. We've got a match here on Sunday, so it also gives me a little bit of bonding with the venue. Not that I need it, because I've probably spent about 3,000 hours on this beach in my lifetime. I've probably fished this beach more than any other beach in South Wales. But we're going to give it a go. I'll go through what I'm doing. I've left my little phone holder dongly thing at home, so I'm going to just do my best holding it. And that's that. Let's see how we get on. Well, no sooner as I stop recording, I turn around and my remastered rock was bouncing away, and that's been in the water a couple of minutes. It's only a small eel, about £2. I would love to catch a fish like that on Sunday in the match down here. It's going to be really tough. And it's taking a whole squid, like I said, whole squid on a pair of 4.0 Predator hooks from Pinnacle Angling. I'm over the moon. I cannot believe I got a fish within 5 minutes. Absolutely chuffed to bits. Job done. Right, well, it worked once, so we'll quickly do it again, and all it was a whole squid. Nipped through the end, hook line parallel, and then I whipped it on nice and tight, not overly doing it. Important to whip around the eye of the hook and the knot, because that is what will keep your bait stationary. And I whip up to the top of the mantle, then I fold the head back over, give it a squeeze and a squash. I don't normally prepare my squid like this. I normally cut them up. I fish a lot of the guts on the outside, but I was rushing and it worked, so we'll do it again. And it's just a simple parcel like that. 4.0 Predator hooks, cotton back in a box, couple of turns on the top hook, 2, 3, 4, hook back through, pull that tight, make sure that is sorted and nice and tight, and there we go. 2 hooks presented well in a whole squid. And I'm going to do exactly the same. A 50-yard lobber, bottom bottom, because it is a bit snaggy out there. I'm just waiting for the mackerel to defrost, but we'll go again with whole squid because it worked. So fab, there we go, whole squid, 4.0, 6-ounce lead, little flick. Make sure your line's not wrapped around the top of your rod. Give it a pull, make sure it's not wrapped around that tip eye when you cast, and away we go. Nothing special, just a little lob. 50 yards. There's a bit of tide running already, and it shows us bringing the fish through. There you go, Mr. Eel. Off your towel. Catch you when you're bigger. Thank you very much. Same again. You see, I cut the middle of the belly out to let the juices come out. And again, I'm not going to be fishing far. I might even lob this even closer and aim for that bass, because it is a really good bass beach, this beach. They are bass here, and there's stacks of eels, stacks of little eels. When I was foraging for crab, I must have found 15, 20 little silver eels, ranging from 3 inches long to 1 8 inches. So if I was fishing a comp on Sunday and I wanted a banker to weigh in, I would probably go around Dock Beach and aim for a silver eel. That would be my best advice. I'm probably going to be at this end somewhere. I'm not going to turn up early like a lot of people. I'm just going to come down, rock up and squeeze in. It's more about supporting the event. Supporting the event. My own mucker, Brian Lewis, it's his memorial match as well. So there we go. Pair of photos, big chunk of mackerel. And I don't lob back, maybe 20-30 yards after this next cast and see if we can catch a bass. He loved bass, he never caught a proper one. All his life he went on, Dave, I want to catch a bass, I want to catch a bass. I would love to catch a bass down here. I probably spent, I don't know, 1,000 hours on this beach with Brian Lewis. Some of the best days of my life, some fantastic memories. He wasn't an exceptional angler, but he was most definitely 100% an exceptional human being. So, Brian, this one's for you. Let's see if we can make it happen, mate. Right then, next up, I'm going to show you, just in case you've missed it, how I prepare my dongle baits. That's a 3/0 circle, nice short dongle. I've peeled one crab, I've whipped it onto my little crook. My crook gets hooked on my dongle, crab gets pushed up to the start of the hook, and then we can whip it round. Secure it onto that dongle. And then what I got, because that crab is now sitting on one side of the dongle, is I got another crab, another one pre-peeled, ready to go. Another one to whip onto the other side. You don't need masses of elastic, but you just got to make sure it's secure. And it's a nice little parcel, so it's streamlined when it catches. Couple of turns over the top of the hook like that, but the whole hook is showing. There's no bait in the hook whatsoever. I don't find it very good for the eels. In the last couple of weeks I've had 7 eel bites. I've only hooked 3 on dongles. Okay, so that's how it is. No bait on the hook at all. Your dongle, your loop is free to clip on your imp, on your rotten bottom. There's your imp and your rotten bottom. 15-pound weak link, about 12 inches, twisted it out the way, and we're running. Come on. Oh, that screamed right off then, and we're stuck. There's a rotten bottom on. That ran for about 4 seconds and probably took maybe 5-6 yards of line. We're stuck, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back in the stand. Back in the stand. I'm not sure if the fish is on there or not. I'm going to quickly hang up this rig, keep an eye on that rod. Oh, I hope that won the bass. Come on. Oh, it should pop out again. Come on. It's so shallow out there. That fish has got to be on there. Don't want to give it too much in case my line's wrapped around some of the coral or the rocks. I'm going to put it back in the stand again. Right, I'm going to move some stuff. gutted, it's gone, it's not on there. Was it a hound, was it a bass? One of the two. It ran really well. I guess we'll never know. Well, I had another little rattle on that old squid and we got another deal. Little one this time. Photo hooks again. Little strap. Oh, I'm gutted about that run. Oh, I really am. Wonder what it was. We're back out there fishing anyway now, so see the rods up there. These seagulls are doing my head in, flying around everywhere, trying to get my scraps of bait. I've only been here 5 minutes, I'm not even going to be there that long. Only 1, 3 or 4 casts. Unheard of. A bite on both rods, first cast at Penarth. The tide is flooded nicely. It looks like it's going to rain, but that's okay. I got no waterproofs, but that's okay as well. It's fine. The spit is just about to cover up. Look, see the spit in the background? No more bites. Second cast on the one rod, third cast on the other. 2 small straps and a good time. I love Penarth, it's fantastic. Back in the day, you'd get on your bike, strap your rod, your bits in a rucksack, cycle to Penarth, go to the fishmongers, get a couple of mackerel, get on a pier, no bait elastic, no nothing like that, and you'd be just double shotting whiting all day. It was fantastic. The white aren't in South Wales anymore, there's a few here and there, but it was fantastic. It really was really good. The fishing was spectacular. Penarth was a haven for codling. It was really good. This was one of the best codling marks in South Wales, and they're still here. Not very many, but there's a couple, and I think that's the same with a lot of South Wales. We've got peregrine falklands in the cliffs, and they're in the cliffs in a lot of places in South Wales. I see them down Stout, down Borverton, down Lantwit, down Nash. They're really thriving in South Wales, which is really good to see. And one thing you're seeing on the beaches a lot more now is oysters. Oysters everywhere, which shows, even though the water may look a bit dirty, that the actual cleanliness of the water is a lot better than it used to be. Come on fish. Come on Mr. Bass. Come on. I want a bass. A bass if nothing else. Fish on. Happy days. I was just having a little forage on the beach, done some crab, some leads, see what I could find. Heard a bit of a noise, turned over my Match Pro, doubled in a stand, and this beautiful little pup was screaming offline. It's not a very big fish, but it's really welcome, and even better, it's a great sign for Sunday. So if you've got some fresh crab, great. If you haven't got any fresh crab, get yourself out on the beach and start looking. There she goes. Back to her friends. Oh, wonderful. A result. 2 eels and a hound. 2 casts and 2 bites on one rod. 3 casts and 2 bites on another. So that's 4 bites in 5 casts, 3 fish landed at Penarth. I regularly have a discussion with one of South Wales' leading anglers on the quality of the fishing at Penarth compared to other venues, and we regularly discuss this every year. And I would like to say that today I have proved Penarth worthy. Even though when I started I wasn't confident. It's raining, as you can see in the background over the channel. I think I'll have another cast after this, and then I'm going to make my way home and do some more work, because there's piles there. Oh, really happy, and just goes to show what a bit of foraging, finding a bit of bait, wanging it out there, you know, not relying on stuff you're getting from the shops, doing a bit of work yourself, how much difference that can make to your success rate on the beach. and it's something I've always done as a kid. Used to dig lugworm, used to dig ragworm, used to go crabbing, and it's a big part of my fishing, is my bait collection. Bait management is massive, and you know, like I say, it's a huge factor and element to what I contribute to some of the minor successes I've had in my angling career, if you will. Get out there, dig some bait, find some bait, do your homework, but don't expect it to be easy. People often want to be spoon-fed a lot of information, same with fishing certain marks, and they expect instant results. I've been out 3-4 times in last week looking for crab, only picking up a couple each time, but it's still a couple each time. And the more you do it, different times of the year, different venues, you learn patterns, and you learn to understand exactly when and where the best time is to go. So, and you learn that knowledge and experience and failing over and over again. You fail, you keep trying, and that's how you build up your bank of knowledge on all of it. Okay, same with the fishing. You build up a bank of knowledge of failing and failing and failing. Don't expect things just to be easy, get the information and go and have a result. Don't work like that. That's not life, and that's not realistic. So get out, do your own work, and try and catch some fish. So, tackle for Penarth, bottom, I am using Penarth. It's deepened up a bit now, there's a bit more depth. I'm using £20 Asso Ultra combined with £80 Asso Classic on my reels. I'm using an SHV 30 and an Achios Night Rod. I do like them both, they both cast extremely well, and they're my go-to reels for rough ground in South Wales. So I'm going to have one more cast. I'm on my third cast on the one rod and my fourth on the other. Nothing's happened as yet on this cast. I've baited up a bit of a crab and squid bait on the dongle again, and on the other one I've baited up some bluey and some mackerel. So I do find the combination of fish baits can work really well. Even though whole squid was working really well earlier, I only brought 2 and I had a fish on both of them. So I'm going to try some bluey and some mackerel and see if that works. I'm getting nothing on the straight mackerel at the moment, but that could just be because I had that little flurry of fish the hour on the turn and they've switched off now. So it sometimes happens like that on venues. You get a period when the tide starts pushing, when the fish come through, and then you get a slack period for a few hours, and then sometimes they'll come back on the feed again later on. Right, that is my lot. We had a flurry of activity in the first hour, and the last 2 casts, the last 45 minutes, the rods have not moved. I haven't fished anywhere specific today. I was walking along the sewer, picking up leads, and then I carried on bumbling, and then I found 2 leads together, and I thought, I can't get any more in my pocket. The spikes on the ones I found are hurting my leg already. I'm going to put my box down and stop. So it's just random. I fished where I did. I was going to fish the spit on the flood until it covered, but I didn't get that far. Either way, I'm happy I've had a few fish. I hope you enjoyed it. It's only a quick, what I had 4 casts, a really quick session as normal, just to get out, refresh myself, get a bit of fresh air. I'm going to go home now, do some more high building, whip some more eyes on, because you're really important to me. And thank you everybody for all your engagement, all your activity on the page, on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on your Instagram. It's really, really important. Thank you very much. Tight lines and take care.